from second. Just a careless job of getting it in from the outfield there.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Jeff McNeil stands in. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And now the runner will score from third on the wild throw. Not in time. He's safe. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Wastes no time there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen. In the air out towards right center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the third out. So a great inning there as they bat around to score. So the lineup flips over. And now for the Marlins, John Birdie. And a pitch. That's in for a strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
That's in there. And it's 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Struck him out looking. Fastball at the letters froze him for strike 3. Here's Gurriel. That's in. There.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Kicks and fires. Fights it off. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The wind of the pitch. That's to third. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. Luis Arias, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. The Marlins yet to pick up a hit here. The 0-2. And that's outside.
It's a good take.
Swing and a ball popped up. And that is foul. The 1-2. Slider misses outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Sets him down on strikes. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone. Back here at the ballpark, John Chabi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Tommy Pham. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there's one down. Back to the top of the Mets order. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat. Opposite field knock.
That one ripped. Chisholm snags it for the second out.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
That one hit to right. Soler gets under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for. Welcome back. New inning getting started. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jazz Chisholm Jr. The wind and the pitch. And he blows that one by him at 100. You know, it's no surprise that Jazz Chisholm Jr. is good at baseball. His grandmother, Patricia Coakley, actually played shortstop for the Bahamian national softball team. And get this, she didn't retire until her 60th birthday. She started to play soft toss with Jazz when he was only 2 years old. And the pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through it for the K. The high heat too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Soler batting for the second time, and that's strike one. In the air out to center. Squeezes it out. Number 2. So 2 down now, and here is Garrett Cooper. And there's the strike.
These guys have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
The Fish still looking for their first hit in this one. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab after a long run. And the inning. New arm out of the bullpen, Yuri Perez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Ripped on a line. And there's one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Foul ball there. Crushed to right, and that one's going to leave the park. Out of here. Home run. Pete Alonso takes it deep, and they add a run. It's 7-0. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Dallas Roberts. And first offering is fouled off. In the air right field, and it drops in. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Next to hit, Ken Griffey Jr. Line drive, and there's 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Ripped on a line to center. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 7-0. Top 6, and at the plate for Miami, Brian De La Cruz. The pitch. Ball one, no strikes.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Fly ball down the line. Junior settles under it, and it's caught for the out. So up next, Gene Segura, caught looking his first time up. Called strike right there.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And here it comes. That one lifted to left. Segura out in the play. That's out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Fortes, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Fortes goes 5 feet 11 inches, 200 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. Nimmo has it sized up, and that is that. So he's perfect. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sixto Sanchez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score. Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Slapped foul. Pham, 35 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And a base hit right there.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Here's Francisco Lindor. That one is absolutely belted. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags up for third. He's in there.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield, got to the spot, turned around and made a nice catch.
That's a base hit, run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first, and that takes care of Alonso. That ends the frame. They get a run out. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Garrett Hampson. Johnson back to work. That one's in there. Strike 1.
One strike.
Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. And that one off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. McNeil gets it to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Marlins making a move for a pinch hitter. Avisail Garcia. 1 out, the base is empty for him. That's off the mark, and that is ball 1. The Marlins hitless so far in the game. Next offering is fouled back. Here comes a pitch. Out to short. Lindor tosses to first, and 2 away to start the 7th. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Jordan Groshans looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Swings through that one. 0-1. And strike 2.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The pitch. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Marlins, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Staying in the game on defense, Garrett Hampson taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Steven Okert. And he deals. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Now playing second base, number 18, Joey Hernandez.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's gonna find some holes.
At the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. and fouled off.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that one is out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they add a pair. It's 10-0. And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. Ground ball to the right side. Cooper steps on the bag, 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Here's Starling Marte, 1 for 3. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And now Tommy Pham. This one in the air right field. Soler makes the grab. 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
In the air, left field, and puts the squeeze on that. And that is that. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 10-zip.
I tell you what, I think we all just jumped across that line. Oh, honey, I'll bring you with me if I know you have the time.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Gerard Encarnacion.
Number 64.
The wind of the pitch. Strike one. Swing and a miss.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
That misses. And the count 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
In there for strike one. Still a ways to go, but this is can't miss stuff right now. The wind to kick the pitch. Fouled off left side. Oh, 0-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Oh, he brought it back. And so remaining in the game defensively, Gerard Encarnacion. He'll be out in center now after pinch hitting. Now Matt Barnes takes over. And a pitch. Lifted in the air out to left. De La Cruz moving under this one. And there's one away. Eddie Roberts up now for the Mets. And it's fouled away. Well struck right field. Davis going back on this one. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
I tell you what, this is a really cool feeling when you can make that kind of catch over the shoulder. Doesn't happen very often. It's not easy, but he made it look easy right there. Nice job.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now at the plate, Dallas Roberts. Alonso at second with 2 down. That's ripped. Base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. And in to score the runner from second. Just a careless job of getting it in from the outfield there.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Trying to put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Ken Griffey Jr. now at the plate. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Roberts coming home. He'll score, and they extend their lead. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to...
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning. Randy Johnson, perfect so far. We'll see if he... And welcome back. Here's the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz. And all eyes on the mound as he begins the ninth inning, working on a perfect game. And a foul ball.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
And a pitch. To third. Zips it across. Now one gone in the ninth. And now 2 outs away from history.
Well, I hope he gets this done. I mean, this is the kind of feat that can define a career. Hard not to root for him at this point.
In the air to left center. Nimmo running hard to get it. Long run, tracks it down. And there are 2 down.
26 up and 26 down. One more out for a perfect game. This is awesome, Boog.
On the verge of baseball history here, and certainly one of the most dominating pitching performances we've seen. Everyone locked in right now. Fouled off. He was late. Ball to strike. Fought off foul. The 1-2. That's a little bit low.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Swing and a miss. Got him. A perfect ending to a perfect game.
Just unbelievable. I was nervous